12, and there's so much challenges in life, especially with technology, and there's a huge demand on kids. There's a huge demand on them to look a certain way, to be a certain way. I mean, suicide and everything in this country today, it's a serious crisis. So we need to believe in ourselves. We need to believe in each other, and it's great to hear Jack talking about the sense of community and neighbours rallying around to help each other. It's important that we point out our strengths to each other, and we're all gifted. We're all gifted in our own unique way. We all have talents, and it's important for us to unearth those talents and to really excel. We all have limits, no doubt, but we all have tremendous strengths, and it's important for us, it's important for each other to point out those strengths in each other and to make us develop them and improve them and to be the best people that we can be. I'm just going to share a little bit about my own kind of story, my own career. I've been very fortunate to box for Ireland for over 10 years, and I've travelled the world. It's a beautiful world out there. I've travelled over 30 countries and putting on the green signet, the Irish crest on it. It's been a tremendous honour and a privilege for me, a guy who grew up in a Thai in a council estate. Didn't really have much growing up in the 80s, but lucky enough for me, volunteers opened up the doors of the boxing club just down the road, and I was able to go in there free of charge and train people, good people, opening the doors night after night, volunteers, and I was able to go in there and find the gift and talent that I had, and people helped me to harness it and develop it. And because of that, I travelled the world and represented my country. It's been absolutely incredible. One of my greatest achievements in boxing was in 2003. I was only a junior boxer. I was 17 years old, and I was offered the opportunity to go to the Four Nations Senior Championships. The Senior Championships meant it was men from 18 up to 35 years old. I was only 17, but I bordered on the senior level, so I qualified. I was eligible to go. I wasn't the champion of Ireland, but they sent me for experience. They just said, we'll give you some experience and send you out here. So it was a big challenge for me. It was a low risk, high reward. So when I talk about low risk, I mean I could go out there and box and do the best I can. And if I didn't do well, nothing would change. I wouldn't have lost anything. But the high reward was that if I went out and achieved and won, that I would go into the history books. And I went out there and I boxed against the great nations, England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales, and I won the gold medal. And I was standing on the top of the podium in the history books and listening to our own Irish national anthem. And I wonder what it would be like if we didn't have our independence, what kind of anthem would be playing there. My father was there, he lives in England, and my brother lives there too, and they came to see it as well, and it was an incredible moment for me and for my family. But when I'm talking about the low risk, high reward, in life we should really challenge ourselves, because it is a low risk, high reward. We should challenge ourselves all the time to be the best that we can. We will face opportunities all the way through life. You'll come up to your exams, you'll go to college, you're going to work, whatever it is. Always take that chance, really. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. You go on to the next opportunity. One door closes, another one opens. But when I talk about that low risk, high reward, it brings me back to the leaders of 1916. Their challenge and their opportunity was high risk, high reward. Because these guys didn't have another opportunity. These guys sacrificed their lives so we could have our freedom, and we could go on to the one challenge after another, one opportunity after another. But these guys only had one shot, and they weren't comfortable. They weren't comfortable living as second-class citizens in their own country. They weren't comfortable being deprived of speaking their own language, being deprived of practicing their own religion, being deprived of working and farming their lands. They lived in terrible conditions, housing conditions. So these guys, they went for it, and they paid the ultimate price so we could live a free life today. So what I'm saying to you guys, anytime you're feeling down, anytime you doubt yourself, you don't believe in yourself, think back to what the people of 1916 done for us. They gave up their lives so we could excel at ours. Thank you.
For inside that grim prison lay our brave his life for his country about to lay down. He went to his death like a true son of Ireland. The firing party he bravely did face. Then the order rang out, freeze and torrents fire. James Conley fell into a ready-made grave. For inside that grim prison lay a brave Irish soldier, his life for his country about to lay down. He went to his death like a true son of Ireland. The firing party he bravely did face. Then the order rang out, freeze and torrents fire. James Conley fell into a ready-made grave.
And the wild tempest gathered to love there in the green. The dear land of our fathers, will you come? Will you come to the bower? Will you come to the land of O'Neill and O'Donnell? Proud patriot soldiers of Tyrone and Tyrconnell, where Brian chased the Danes and St. Patrick the Vernon, and whose valleys remain still most beautiful and charming. Will you come? Will you come to the bower? Will you come? Will you come to the bower? Thank you, welcome.